Hello, everybody, and welcome into another edition of the Jud Dryden Show right here on Bedford County Sports Live. I'm your host, Bill Anderson. Alongside me, the head coach of the Shelbyville Golden Eagles, Jud Dryden. Today's show, as always, is brought to you by SLC Firearms. It's inside Shelbyville Lumber, 917 North Main Street. You go in, you go to plumbing, you hang a right, and then you're there. Go see Mike Matusik, Chris Cartwright. And if you're really lucky, Coach, there's one guy you might spot in there.
Wouldn't by chance be last name Epperson, would it?
Ricky Epperson. Ricky Epperson, your shout out for the day. But stop into SLC Firearms inside Shelbyville Lumber, and they're your home for Hornady ammo. Hornady ammo is hard to find. They've got it. They've got firearms, gun cleaning, gunsmithing, all your guns, optics. If you need a sling or an oddball part, they don't have it. They'll get it pretty quick at SLC Firearms, 917 North Main Street, 931-684-5731. Coach, went on the road. We knew you had some injuries.
Mm-hmm.
We knew this was going to be a tough environment and a wing T team that shortened the game.
Yes.
Anything surprised you Friday night?
No, the way we came out surprised me a little bit. I thought we'd come out and play with a little more, I don't want to say a little more focus, I think, is what we would have played with. The effort was there. The emotion was there, everything necessary, but the focus was off. And they were doing a few things that we hadn't seen before, weren't prepared for based on film. But the big thing was we were able to make the adjustments at halftime. And big kudos to our coaching staff, offensively and defensively, for getting things corrected and making the adjustments. You're talking about a shortened game. We had 6 offensive possessions. 6.
They took 9 minutes off the clock in the second quarter,
and it was all, we'd get them into third and short, third and mid, and they would get close enough to go for a fourth down, and we would come within 6 inches of stopping it at times. And it was Coach Marson had a great game plan, and it took us a little while to adjust, but once we did, we were able to take control of the game and finish the way we wanted to.
And it's not an offense anymore that you see much.
Yeah, that's the only one on our schedule that's like that. So that's and that's on me. I knew what it was that they were going to be running preseason wise or going into this season into the region, and need to do a better job of scheduling scrimmages to give us somebody else that looks that way, to give us kind of a look at it and get our kids somewhat prepared for it. Everything from I remember early in the week we had one of our guys actually say something to the effect of, "You can actually get under center that much." And so it's just the nature of today's game to not be under center, to not play that kind of football, and they do it well. And they're pretty good with it. And it was their senior night. They were motivated. They were, they're playing for they beat us. They have a shot at a number 2 spot in a home playoff game. So there was a lot on the line for them. And to see us respond coming out at the half the way we did is encouraging. We just can't do the things we did in the first half again.
What are we going to do? How are we on the injury front right now? Because we've got several guys banged up here.
For the most part, we have all of them back. It's the 2D linemen, they're at 85 to 90% now, and so they're on the way. The wide receiver corner with the lower leg injury is about in the same range, 75 to 80% probably. So overall, we're improving quickly. Our running backs are getting closer and closer to 100%. So it's just part of the game. It's in the
due to injuries, we didn't see Rocky Chandler on offense as much because he was needed on the defensive side of the ball.
And that's it limited him to his opportunities, but allowed Robert to showcase what he has. And he had a monster man style run in the third quarter that he jukes one kid, runs over another, and then just Derrick Henry's one kid straight into the ground. So it was just one of those runs that truly shows what his potential is moving forward. And he's just a sophomore. So to be able to go to one, to keep the other one on defense and keep everybody fresh and be able to coach them up as they're coming off, it's huge.
Crenshaw has another big game, offensively and defensively both.
Yeah, defensively, I'm trying to remember the stats now, but he had like 4 tackles for loss, 9 total,
couple sacks,
and then just absolutely takes over in the in the fourth quarter on the final drive. Gets a big first down for us, and then I think the next player, maybe 2 plays later, bangs one in after running over 2 kids. So it was a very good final series for him, and it was enough to really cement, not only put the game away, but to truly cement who he is in our system.
Not many games last week because a lot of people had a bye, but Lincoln County played Cookeville. They lost 41-13.
Right.
Basically, everybody was off, but checking the region out. Shelbyville leads the region at 4-0, 7-1 overall. Tullahoma's 3-1, 6-2. Columbia's 3-2, 5-3 overall. Lincoln County's 2-2, 3-5. Lawrence County 2-3, 3-5. Franklin County 1-3, 1-7. Spring Hill's 0-4, 2-6. This week, James Lawson's at Columbia. Where's that at?
It's the new. It took over it's basically the new Hillwood. Up in Metro. I think 75 to 80% of the kids that were at Hillwood now go to James Lawson.
It's
part of that region.
Tullahoma's at Spring Hill. Franklin County's at Lawrenceburg.
Right.
The other region sort of matches up with a Centennial Page big ball game, both 2 7-1s.
Yep.
Hillsburg, Glencliff, and Summit's at Nolensville. Nolensville 7-1, having a big year as well.
Yep.
This week, it's Fish Fry Week.
It is Fish Fry Week.
It's Lincoln County Week.
It's Lincoln County Week as well. And fall break and all kinds of distractions. So here we go again. So it's almost like the new normal, right?
Right.
But no, it's we're pretty excited. We've had a couple good days of practice now that the focus is there, the energy's there, and there's an intentionality in the mindset with the guys, and so we're pretty excited to see what we can do Friday night for sure.
Be nice to come out, get off to a quick start.
It would be.
Put some points up quick.
Yep.
And not let the other team feel like they're in it.
Right. And that's all part of it. And,
right.
It's Lincoln County is not a bad football team.
No.
I mean, they're
Lincoln County.
They're Lincoln County. They're going to come out. They're going to be big and strong. They're going to do some things well, and we're going to have to play well in order to beat them. I mean, that's been the nature of this region and our schedule all year, is that we are not in a position where we can relax.
Coach, Fish Fry, 5 o'clock. That's when we're going to feed at the high school. $15 a plate. Randy Clanton, Billy Beach going to help me, and Caleb Doak's going to help me. We're going to do the cooking, and we've got potato salad, I think, and we've got slaw, and we've got homemade desserts. We'll start eating about 5 o'clock. We'll be out there cooking earlier that afternoon. You're not in school that day, so that works out pretty good for us. Ball game starts at 7. We do have to-go plates. So if anybody out there watching wants to come by and get a to-go plate, they can get a to-go plate.
Yeah, I saw the big stack of to-go plates sitting in there ready to be filled up. So
I was bragging on you at the county commission committee meetings a while ago, and at the parent involvement you have here.
Yeah,
because I've tried for 2 or 3 years to do something for Central, and it was not, when I did them for Cascade, it was like there's 40 parents wanting to help.
Yeah, we have a pretty good. We have an amazing group of parents. And I mean, a shout out to so many. There's so many that help, but at the core of that is Mary Lita Shaver,
absolutely,
and Kane Dunn, and Amanda Lavorne, and Missy Zimmerman. Those 4 right now. Megan Betzelberger is in that group as well. And then, like I said, I mean, there's so many that have done something for us or have been part of what we do, and there's no operating without them and their spouses and their people. It takes a village to run a football program, and they have jumped on.
Coach, I don't remember the last time something like this went on at Central High School.
It hasn't been here now. I'm a short timer on this thing. I mean, I'm a 4-year
been a long time, and I expect a big crowd at the ball game too.
Well, and I don't know if it'll be working in time. We still got to figure it out. But we had a delivery made today.
Good.
So in the form of a smoke machine.
Good. So, outstanding.
I had as a matter of fact, had a picture sent to me with Dr. Garrett posing with it. So it's almost as big as she is.
Oh, nice.
So but yeah, it was pretty cool to see that thing show up and all that. So maintenance guys were giving me a hard time about this gift from Dr. Garrett, and so it was pretty funny. But they were enjoying their delivery session. So it was pretty cool to see that thing show up.
Well, this fish fry going on, I'm going to thank my good friend Randy Clanton again. He's a former county commissioner, good friend of mine for 40, 50 years. It's his cooker. Without him, we couldn't do this. Right. He brought me a trough over to put him into because the hard work for me will be Thursday night. Mm-hmm. The Bobo boys or somebody to pick them things up for me because I'm too old. And we'll get started Friday afternoon. We'll probably start cooking 2:30, 3 o'clock, put it in the warmer, have it ready for everybody. At 5 o'clock, we'll start serving tickets. Got a text last night. I had to bring you back some tickets. Sounds like we've really sold some tickets.
Apparently we have. If they're saying that we need or that we're needing
We're out.
more, then obviously we've sold more than a couple.
Oh, yeah. So I'm thinking, we had 750 printed, so we've sold some tickets, and we'll keep selling them as long as you'll buy them. You don't have a ticket, come up with your $15. We'll give you a plate of food.
I wholeheartedly give it
Absolutely. We run out of tickets. Doesn't mean we run out of food.
That's right.
We got it. So come out and see us. Come support the Golden Eagles and support these boys. The coaching staff, everybody's done a wonderful job. We're having a great season, and this is going to be a special night, Friday night at Central High School.
It is. It's one more region game. It's back to the old CTC District 8. It's one more one more game in that long history and tradition. So we're excited. We've been truly blessed with so many things this year, and in some ways we have. We were talking the other day. In some ways we've outpaced our infrastructure with what's happened this year. We've had some growing pains. We've had some lessons learned across the board that are your normal year 2 lessons, but normally year 2, especially after a 1-9, 1-10, you don't have this kind of success in the second year, and that's a testament to the boys, how they've worked and the way they bought in, and the coaching staff and how they've prepared, and our off-season stuff. And all the way around. So, and it goes all the way back to even Coach Puckett 4 years ago when we all got here together. Where it all started, it started in the strength program, weight room, and it's built out from there. And so that's truly, we're resting on all those things that were done previously. And it's pretty neat. I had a dad last night talking to me that I have another former player that's potentially thinking about becoming a coach because of his experience within our program. So I can't think of any better compliment on what you're doing than somebody want to continue in the game as a coach. So we've been, like I said, we've been blessed and fortunate with so many good people and kids. And so we'd be remiss to not mention that. For sure.
Absolutely. Friday night, get out and support the Golden Eagles. Come early. Eat some fish, some white beans, hush puppies, potato salad, slaw, homemade desserts. Today's show is brought to you by SLC Firearms inside Shelbyville Lumber, 917 North Main Street, 931-684-5731. Go to plumbing, hang a right, and you're there. Mike Matusik, Chris Cartwright. And if a man's really lucky, you might see Rick. You just might. Get out and support us. Come out and see us. $15 a ticket. You can get them from the coaches. You can get them from the players. Come out and support the Golden Eagles. Eat some great food, have some fellowship, and watch a great football game on Friday night. For Jud Dryden, I'm Bill Anderson. We're going to see you Friday night and right back here next Monday, hopefully on a big Monday with a big game coming up. We'll see you next week.